yesterday we were trying to tell my oldest daughter of our living situation when she was born. When she was born, we lived in a single wide, but it wasn't just us. It was me, my wife, my oldest daughter, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and their cousin in one single wide. We were living in very tight quarters. I mean, my daughter's clothes were in the living room. And we were telling my daughter about how we ate the same thing most nights. We would eat the same food most nights because that's what we had. That's what we had money for. I was working as a CNA at nights, and I was going to nursing school during the day. And my mother-in-law was working as a teacher's assistant, so we weren't exactly rolling in the dough. And this was the living situation that we had to live in so that we could survive, because we were just too broke to make it any other way. So we were explaining to our daughter how we were functioning. And we were talking about dollar figures, how much rent cost and power cost and cable cost and everything like that. And I got to thinking to myself, how in the world did we make it? How was it possible that we were able to eat or even survive? Because if you add up all of our bills, it equaled more than we were actually bringing home every month. So how could we have survived? There's only one answer for how we were able to actually make it, how we were able to actually eat and not lose our house, and that's because God allowed it. Through God, all things are possible. We were able to eat and live and have a house because God allowed it. My mother-in-law, we said, we didn't have money for anything of that. My mother-in-law said, God can. That's all she had to say. And we all automatically knew, she's right. That's how we lived. We lived on prayer. You know, there would be times that the air conditioner would go out or the heat would go out. There was a situation where both of them went out. Of course, AC went out in the summer and the heat went out in the winter. And somehow we had an air conditioner. We had a window unit, but we had air conditioning. And when the heat broke, one of the men from church come by to visit us, seen how cold it was in the house, and he said, that baby don't need to be in this house because it's so cold. And he bought us a heater. Those are things that we needed, but we didn't have the money for it. And that man saw fit that we needed a heater. So the Lord provided us with a heater. Now, it was through that man, but the Lord still provided it for us. And the window unit that we had was one that me and my wife had from another house. And we just took it with us because it was ours. But still, the Lord provided us with that air conditioner, so we didn't have to roast in the heat. Food, it was hard. We were broke. We were broke. So I can't exactly place where all the food came from, but I know the Lord provided it. I know that it was provided for us. We never went hungry. It may not have been fine cuisine, but we never went hungry. And as I got to thinking about how the Lord blessed us then, it made me kind of wish that my children now would be old enough to kind of remember this. We only lived like that for about a year and a half, I think. Maybe not quite that long. But, of course, in that amount of time, my daughter didn't develop the memory that she has now, so she doesn't remember any of this. She can see it in pictures, but that's all she can see it in. I wish that both of my children could see how we had to live back then, so they could be more thankful for what we have now. I most certainly am thankful for what we have now. You know, we've come a long way since then because the Lord allowed us to come that far. You know, so I wish that my children could see it just to see how we've been blessed. I mean, they can hear about it, but hearing it and remembering it are two different things, you know. It may not sink in quite as well. But I most definitely remember it. And I most definitely look back and realize there is no way we did it on our own. We survived because the Lord helped us. The Lord allowed us to have what we needed. And that's how we made it. So, that's my thought for today. I hope it helps. Thank you much.